I've generated over $100 million in revenue for e-commerce brands with Google Ads, and the accounts I take on aren't always starting from scratch. In fact, most of them are stuck, plateaued at a revenue ceiling they can't break through, spending real money on Google Ads every single month with nothing to show for it. And almost every single one of those brands have been told the same thing before they found our team: that they need a bigger budget, or their offer isn't strong enough, or that Google simply doesn't work for their niche. But when I actually get into these accounts, none of that is true, because 95% of underperforming Google Ads accounts have the same structural problems. And those problems are fixable without touching offer, without touching budget, and most importantly, without starting over. There are 7 core fixes that I've applied across over 100 brands. They turn accounts around every time. And today I won't be gatekeeping any of it. I'm going to walk you through all 7. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what's broken inside in your account, and more importantly, exactly how to fix it. So let's jump in. First, you need to understand why Google isn't working for your brand. And after over 200 audits, I've seen it come down to 3 core things. One is that you're not playing by Google's rules. Google's entire business is built on relevance. Advertisers who don't understand that get penalized at auction level before they even get a click. Number 2, you're neglecting Google Merchant Center. Here's the simplest way I can put it. Neglecting your Google Merchant Center feed on Google is equivalent to neglecting your ad creative on Meta. It's that consequential. Your team spends hours on ad copy and creative on Meta, but the feed powering your shopping campaigns on Google hasn't been touched in months. And the third reason why your Google ads are underperforming is just technical expertise or lack thereof. Google is deeply technical, and in my opinion requires much more extensive knowledge than managing Meta. And Meta agencies selling Google as an afterthought simply cannot execute. On Meta, your creative is your single biggest needle mover, but on Google, your account structure and your setup is equivalent. Most brands spending 10 to 100K per month on Google are leaving significant performance increases on the table. The gap between what they're getting and what they could get is almost entirely structural, and it's not a market problem. The first fix is all about playing into Google's number one goal, which is relevance. Google's entire business model, the ads, the placements, the $200 billion revenue machine, it all runs on one principle, and that's people trusting Google enough to give them the most relevant result. And the moment that that trust erodes, large language models like ChatGPT, Claude, and Perplexity start to eat into Google's market share. See, Google is in this strategic paradox. They're forced to deploy AI features to defend their ecosystem against LLMs. AI overviews, Gemini integration, AI mode. All of it is Google doubling down on relevance to fight back. The brands feeding Google thin data, weak product titles, incomplete attributes. These are the brands being deprioritized, not as a punishment, but as a natural consequence of Google's algorithm optimizing even harder to achieve relevancy. This isn't a bad thing. It's actually quite the opposite. Google's existential threat from AI is good news for advertisers who play by Google's rules. Google needs your data more than ever, and the better you feed it, the more it rewards you. And most D2C brands are starving Google's algorithm when it needs data the most. But that's the structural gap that you can exploit. First-party data, Google Merchant Center, attribute maxing, these make the real difference in accounts. Fix number 2 is to consolidate your campaigns. Google needs 50 or more conversions per month per campaign to optimize effectively on TROAS bidding. Below that threshold, the algorithm doesn't have enough signal to make smart bidding decisions that actually work for your brand. And I see most over-segmented accounts running campaigns with 10 to 15 monthly conversions. And these campaigns are doing more harm than good, because fragmentation starves each campaign of the vital data it needs. So your action item is to audit your account. Count your campaign conversions per month. Any campaigns under 50 conversions per month are candidates for consolidation. Our default position is to always consolidate. We only segment if there is good reason to. Fix number 3 is separating branded and non-branded traffic. Branded traffic is going to convert at a fundamentally different rate to cold traffic. Mixing branded and non-branded traffic corrupts your measurement and ultimately your decision making. because blended ROAS inside in Google Ads is a pure vanity metric. When you mix brand and non-brand, your ROAS looks healthy, but the signal is meaningless. You're crediting Google for demand you already created and owned. And if your branded traffic is inflating your numbers, your prospecting comparison between Google and Meta as individual channels becomes completely worthless. So the fix is straightforward. Exclude branded terms from non-branded campaigns. Set up your dedicated branded search and shopping campaigns, and this lets you see what Google is actually doing when it comes to prospecting new customer acquisition without that branded contamination. Fix number 4 is to run engram analysis on your search terms. If you're not doing this, you're burning money every single day. Engram analysis identifies recurring words or word patterns in your search term report. So what it does is it surfaces phrases that are consistently draining budget. So patterns that are often completely invisible when you review your search terms one at a time by the naked eye. I actually recorded a video of a real example from a recent audit, and we just ran a very simple engram analysis and found $27,000 in wasted ad spend in 90 days. So that $27,000 converted at a 0.03x ROAS on completely irrelevant searches. We revealed that within 5 minutes. And now this brand has an additional $9,000 per month in budget that can be deployed effectively to go out and find new customers. And this case here is not an edge case. Significant wasted spend on irrelevant queries is the norm, not the exception. So make it a habit to export your search term report, run the analysis, add your negatives, and recover that wasted spend. Number 5 is to fix your product titles. Your product titles are the single biggest lever for controlling what queries you show for in Google Shopping. And if you get this wrong, you're going to be losing auctions before you spend a single dollar, because Google is going to match your shopping ads to search queries primarily through indexing of your product title. A weak title means you never enter auctions that you should be entering and winning regardless of your bid. And what most D2C brands get wrong is they lead with their brand name. Now, if you're not a market leader, your brand name does not need to be at the front of your title, because most people and cold traffic do not know about you and simply do not care about your brand. The right structure is to lead with your core product term, follow with your key benefit, and put what buyers search for first. Mirror their browsing activity in your product titles. Then you can layer in your differentiators. This is very simple, really high impact, and consistently overlooked. Next up is to set up product ratings. These are the star ratings displayed on your shopping listings before anyone clicks your ad. They build trust the moment someone lays eyes on your product, and they also help to draw the eye towards your listing in the competitive shopping tab. And a surprising number of brands have not set this up. This means that competitors with product ratings are getting higher click-through rates, more qualified traffic on the same budget at the same bids. And the fix takes one setup. Connect a review platform to Google Merchant Center, be it Trustpilot, JudgeMe, Yotpo. There is no excuse to not have this running. Fix number 7 is to test dedicated landing pages. Most brands send all their Google traffic to a homepage or a standard product page. If you're only capturing demand, then you'll quickly find that you're only competing on price. Whereas purpose-built landing pages let you compete on persuasion. The current state for most brands is that all Google traffic goes to a product page. So you end up capturing existing demand, but you've no means to create new demand. To grow on Google beyond a certain point, you need to create funnels intentionally. Test listicles, advertorials, sales pages, quiz funnels. Each format serves a different buyer intent and awareness level. As Google's role in your growth expands, your post-click experience needs to expand with it, because the ad is only half the equation. So here's what changes when you fix the foundations. Instead of blended ROAS masking real performance, you have clean brand versus non-brand separation. Instead of campaigns starved of data, you've consolidated campaigns hitting 50 or more conversions per month. Instead of a neglected feed, you have an optimized feed, driving increased auction eligibility, higher click-through rates, and more qualified traffic. Instead of wasted spend you can't see, engram analysis recovering budget every single month. None of this requires a bigger budget. It requires a better setup. If you recognized even one of these in your account today, then you're leaving money on the table every single week. We work with brands doing at least 1 million per year in revenue. We take the entire Google Ads system off your plate, turn it into a profitable and predictable acquisition channel for your brand. If you're sitting there thinking that this is something that could transform how you find customers for your business, then there's a link in the description to book a strategy call with me today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you at the next one.